Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 36 of Star Chasers, Among Us. It feels like it's been a while, but I don't think it has. So let's talk about what happened last time. Last time we saw the interns, who we will be starting with this episode. Orpho, Kore, and Villyana were sent to a planet to do some research about the Clockwork Horrors and the Lost Ones. They completed that research, they defeated a Bodak, and they got back on the ship, and off-screen for them, they communicated with the rest of the crew of the Charming Antidote, on-screen for the bridge crew, and coordinated a meeting point. The bridge crew are currently on the planet of Morath. The Charming Antidote is above that ship. As you approach, you're in like a little life pod kind of thing. The two elves are piloting it. As you approach, can I get insight checks from everyone, please?
Oh yeah, it's my strongest suit. I sold my soul to a unicorn, dude. I got a 6.
6.
Got a 12.
12?
10.
10? Okay.
It was a 20, and then it just kept rolling there.
With a 12, Orpho, though, you recognize the woman who is piloting. Let me pull up my sheet. She's a cleric. She's squinting as if she's looking at something, and she's piloting so she can see outside the ship.
Real quick, I can't read my own handwriting ever. Is it Yanara?
It is Yanara.
Yanara, okay.
Thank you.
And Finn Mayer?
Yes.
Okay. History
Yanara and History Elf.
Yeah.
What do you see? I say.
She says, "Looks like someone's been spaced." And then you hear thunk thunk. Oh God. Okay, I didn't. It's not my fault. Oh no. Someone.
Do we hit someone? What?
They hit us. Technically.
Hang on. Can we go topside? Try and find it?
Yeah.
Yeah, is there enough oxygen to get out the ship of here?
Yes. Yeah. Very,
Okay, sure,
very briefly.
Very little? Okay.
Okay, I'll hop out.
Okay, yeah. Orpho, you see the captain floating by.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna... Captain.
He was too sus, they ejected him.
Right.
He would be one of the first people I chose, for sure. That guy is
You mean... like Alvar?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my telekinetic pull.
Yeah, to
pull him towards us.
Okay, yeah.
How far away is he? Is he within 30 feet?
Yeah, he's within 30 feet. Now, he hit and kind of bounced off slowly.
Okay, yeah, pull him toward me and get him inside.
Okay, yeah.
Was the second thunk much bigger or about the same size thunk?
No, it sounded like Alvar hit twice.
Oh, okay.
Like you ran over him and then backed up over him, kind of thing. Like, oh no, I hit somebody! Quick, reverse! Oh no!
Oh no!
He did the Russell Crowe as Javert, the double bounce.
Yeah.
Sad. Sad.
Yeah. Alvar is clearly unconscious but breathing.
Okay.
Whoa. Alvar, let's bring him around. Can I? Don't know what I can do. Well, medicine check?
You can try and make a medicine check, yeah.
You got anything?
If anyone has healing magic, they can attempt to heal him. But otherwise, a medicine check would determine his state.
Cool. Again, wisdom, not my strong suit. I've got some special warlock
12.
heals, but I'm worried we will need them later.
A 12? Okay.
Yeah.
With a 12, he got knocked out. He will be fine. He just needs time to rest. If you had healing magic, it would probably put him up earlier. Otherwise, he's just going to be out for the duration of the adventure.
He's just unconscious. Okay.
Okay, well, can we spam him up? I don't have any healing magic, personally.
The cleric can currently not help you. The paladin says I can give him a couple points I lay on hands.
Please do.
Kind of...
We need to find out what happened.
grab Alvar's face. Heal! His eyes glow. His hands glow. And Alvar coughs and goes, my ship, it's so small now.
What? No. You're here with us.
Okay.
Just kind of grabs your Orpho. Is that you?
It's me. It's me. Here. Whoa.
God, I can't see.
It's all right. You'll recover.
It's called hibernation.
Yes, hibernation. Thank you. Thank you for supplying. Nice cross-reference. Yeah. Don't worry. I'm not wearing a special bikini, I assure you. Listen. What happened?
I don't know. I was doing maintenance on the ship, and then I woke up here.
Team meeting and a lot of fingers being did.
No. I was alone. Just improving the ship and
inside or outside?
Inside.
Well, because you were outside when we found you.
Kind of looks at his... Yeah. It's... And I dusts off some ice crystals. That's not good. I should be inside the ship. It's coming back to me. I'm not going to miss a step.
Here. Well, how far are we now from the anecdote?
Not far.
All right. Well,
I have a feeling we got to get back there.
Yes. So, and is there signs of? You said that has a blow to the head or anything, or?
With your 12 check, yeah, it looks like he was knocked out with. No, there's no physical damage to him.
Okay.
Huh. All right. Well, let's go back with caution.
You sure picked the right group for this, because I am dumb as a stack of rocks. I got no bonuses to perception or insight. I can't investigate. This is great.
I have a bonus to some things.
Okay. You all fly back up to the ship, and the back gangplank lowers, and the ship's, because this ship is not meant to go onto the ship. It's much too big. It's for the Winter's Tooth. So you kind of back up and dock to each other, and you all can get across with minimum effort.
Okay, and the other elves are coming with us?
They say they can.
Staying on their...
They're going to go find the Winter's Tooth. They don't seem to see it around here, which is just totally predictable.
Right.
Yeah, your captain was crazy sad about the lack of his cat girlfriend.
Honey of bees, my heart.
Probably terracing it around face base. So.
Okay.
Back in front of their apartment, baby, take me back.
Just outside of a circle of stones.
I can change.
So you're in the middle of a crime scene.
Oh man.
So imagine we check in with Elvar about status of the main crew, right?
Oh, yeah, he can tell you what's going on with Storm,
Yeah, let's-
Marley, and
For no reason in
Hester.
particular, who's on board, Andy? I'm going to start taking notes because I have a feeling this will be important.
Currently on board is Knifey,
Okay.
Warminster,
Okay.
Hroffen, and now the three of you plus Alvar.
Minerva?
And Minerva, yes.
Okay. Okay.
I-
That's not
yeah.
too many.
Yeah, Minerva did not go with the
Nike,
crew. again.
Warminster, Minerva, who else?
Hroffen.
Hroffen, your cleric, who
Hroffen.
does not leave the bottom of the ship very often.
That's right. Alvar and the three of us.
What about your mom? Or not? Lily's
She's
mom.
back on the
Hester.
She's on the winter.
Icewind Dale.
Yeah, she's on the Icewind Dale. Yep,
The
the winter's the winter's
Chomp.
tooth. Yes.
Right. Okay. So, now we do know that these goblins have a tendency to pop up out of nowhere.
By the way, I wrote my own
Seemingly.
name down because apparently I'm a suspect. Okay, it's fine. I just want a full accounting. Okay. Well, I guess let's get out the.
Right. And maybe let's look where Alvar was working for any signs of anything.
Struggle.
Okay, sure. Yeah, he can lead you to. It's a section near the Spelljammer helm. He was making some improvements to a part of the ship, and he kind of says, "Yeah, it was here. Let me get Warminster." And he attempts to use the tubes around the ship that are used for communication, like kind of old school submarine tubes. And he calls into it.
Yeah.
He calls into it, and you don't hear a response. He calls a couple times, and he kind of looks, and you can see there is an obvious fracture and a break in the tube, so the sound's just not carrying anywhere.
Oh,
I love
Been
this.
tampered with.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and kind of wield it like a gun.
Okay.
Do
Hold
you have
it
a hand crossbow or do you have a big one?
Hold it sideways.
regular stuff.
Light crossbow.
Okay.
Oh, nice, cool.
How strong's your wrist? Is it just all over the place? You get like a strong wrist.
Are you asking Kore how strong her wrist is?
I'm just saying.
Oh, jeez.
Han Solo is a legendary
you.
gunslinger, and that thing's all over the place.
We're in for 50 pull-ups minimum.
She will
One-handed.
prove to you just how strong her wrist is.
Yeah.
The other hand's holding that crossbow stiff.
It was just a question.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so that's all. With this crew, it's a lot of empty spaces in between. Okay, so. Oh, right. I'm burying the lead and no communication to the rest of the ship. All right.
Comms are down. You have to go restore comms.
Comms are down. This is fantastic.
You can attempt to fix them. You can attempt to fix this, but then you're gonna have to find all the various breaks.
What are there any other signs of any traces of anything in the area? Investigation check.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Okay. 11.
Okay, yeah. You find Alvar's toolbox. It doesn't look like anything's missing from there, or like even like a wrench was used to knock him out or anything like that. But you don't see any other obvious disturbances or like footprints or anything around here.
Can I go to where
And it was near the helm.
It is near the helm, which is kind of isolated in the center of the ship.
Can I go to where the break in the tube is and investigate that?
Sure.
See kind of like how it was broken. Oh shit, that's a fucking nat 20.
Womp, womp,
Nice.
womp.
Thought it was gonna be the 8, and then it like did that right on to show the 20.
Very nice.
Okay, 1 second. God, I'm a terrible speller. There we go. Oh, really? You couldn't figure that out, D&D Beyond? I had 1 letter wrong.
Come on, Davion.
Get with the program.
But I thought it had never been easier.
Hey, look, it's great. It's great, but and usually the
sleep with anybody.
Yeah, usually the search feature is pretty good. I'm a little annoyed at that. It looks like it has been smashed open.
Okay.
Whether it's by with a 20, you would say it was physically smashed open.
Okay.
Not with magic or anything like that.
And Princess Friendship is with us, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I think we should. I guess we have the old-fashioned way. Shout everyone who can hear us into one area where we can see everybody.
I mean, can't somebody hop in that Spelljammer thingy and communicate with everyone and see everything on the ship?
Have everybody come to the helm. Go to the helm.
I mean,
see if
just
we can
one
use it.
person
Isn't that part of communication?
and tell
Right,
everyone.
but we could have everybody come to the helm. We could everybody meet there.
I mean, yeah, but
But isn't that how Alvar talks to? Alvar can sense everything if he gets in there,
Right.
But isn't how he talks to us through the communications? Am I misreading this?
Yes, he talks to you through so he can see everything, but he won't be able to communicate with everyone.
Okay.
And he has to focus on.
At least tell us where people are.
Yeah, he has to focus on parts of the ship to see them in detail, but otherwise he can kind of see a broad view of the ship.
Oh, so we can put him on camera. Soup,
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so he's on cameras.
Okay. Fantastic.
He was on cams the whole time.
Yeah. What did you see? I was never looking at the right room at the right time. All right. Well, no one's within our immediate line of sight, right? Other than Alvar right now.
No, correct. Or yes, correct.
All right. Yeah. I'll just because I one of these days I'm going to have to draw what I think this ship looks like. We're all imagining the same thing, but I always imagine that the area even leading up to the Spelljammer kind of opens into this kind of big common, almost luxury cruise-like kind of common floor or whatever. And usually some pretty big hallways. So I'm just going to kind of yo-ho, just kind of walk and be shouting for people, anybody home, hello, yo-ho.
But that might not be a good idea if there's so many dangers on the ship. We don't want them knowing where we are.
Yahoo! Well, sorry. Now it's too late. I felt weird not doing it.
We're also supposed to be here. I mean, let's be open. Let's search openly.
Well, yeah. If someone doesn't report, then that person is. And I'm making this word up. It's a Drowish word. That person would be sus to me.
Warminster sticks his head out and says, "Oh, hello."
What's Warminster's vibe?
Give me an insight check.
I also make that insight check.
Sure.
That's gonna be a.
I think you can just assume insight checks all around. Yeah, no, I'm
fucking rolled a 6 plus
6?
3.
Okay.
Yeah. No, 9.
That one.
That one?
Very good. It's him.
He's
the murderer, for sure.
Oh, he's the murderer, yeah. He's a big hippo man. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's
probably done 3 more murders wherever he's coming from.
He certainly could have broken that communication thing. He's huge.
He's strong. Right.
Yeah, smashing
He's
suggests.
the only one that I find threatening on this ship because he matches me in size.
Hello.
A very-
Yes. Yeah, and he comes out of a hallway and he's wiping his hands and he says, "Hello. What's up?"
What are you wiping your
Wiping
hands?
his hands.
What? I was just
What's he wiping?
I was
Is there a lot
just
of
making
blood?
tea.
That does
Tea?
check out.
Uh-huh.
I rolled an 11 on my insight, so I don't think I'm doing much
Yeah,
better than anybody
it's
else.
just
But
Warminster.
he just looks very warm on star 8. It's hard to
So
read the
Warminster,
hippo's
we
face.
found the captain floating in space. Someone had tossed him out after assaulting him. What do you know about this?
Alvar, is this true? Alvar looks at him like, why would Orpho lie about that?
While I'm right here. Seems a very short-sighted lie, don't you think?
Yes, it's true. God. Help us above. Borminster says, I don't understand. Who could have done such a thing? Anyone
but Alvar or us.
Would you say that there is someone among us?
Roll.
I would.
I would
say there is a
killer?
traitor or
Some sort of
interloper
imposter.
or some kind of. No, that sounds dumb. Like another word for it, though.
Like,
okay.
A faker of us.
like some sort of suspect. Interesting.
No, yeah.
Their actions are under much scrutiny. They're very scrutinized.
Scrutinizing.
Oh no.
Do I use the Warminster emote and say screw?
Screwed. For sure. No, okay.
Scroot.
Well, yeah, there.
My scroot gun.
I would say at the minimum there is a saboteur on board. The very scruted saboteur.
He will pull out his infiltration pistol. It looks the same as all his other pistols.
Nice.
Okay.
He's a brace of identical pistols.
Yes,
He just has
and
different labels on.
yeah, pulls it out, and it's not like it's got a silencer on it or anything. It's got a big blunderbuss thing at the end. Like it still clearly shoots some loud.
There's some magnifying glass.
There you are. Okay.
Investigation.
It's in the handle. Like there's little cards that you can get for free from signing up for AAA or to read menus.
Yes. Okay.
To read menus.
All right. Well,
Cracker Barrel's a thing in Wild Space, right?
Mm-hmm. They're everywhere.
So far, it's only Warminster.
Warminster.
Where is
Was Warminster coming from the kitchen where he would have been making tea?
Yeah. He's coming from the common area where the kitchen is. He could have been any number of places in there, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just gotta make sure, since we're in a meeting, that we're retracing his steps.
Yeah.
Right.
Where were you? Were you in electrical? Because everyone's always in electrical.
Why didn't you go to fix comms?
Yeah.
He says, "Are the comms broken?" Well, that's not good. That means we'd be isolated and unable to talk to each other.
Yeah, it looks like they were smashed by someone very strong.
I love everything about this, Andrew. By the way, just taking a pause. This is great. Okay.
Kind of stroke his chin like, clever.
Very screwed.
So screwed.
Now I just want to play a game of Among Us with the LDI people, but everybody has to roleplay as their character.
That might be able to be arranged. All right, well, I'm still kind of like only Warminster has responded, and Warminster might have the appropriate strength to do the only saboteuring we know. Not sabotage, saboteuring.
No.
Yes.
We don't.
Should I fetch everyone else?
Yeah. You have the louder voice probably. People don't respond to me.
He'll nod, and he'll just turn like 180 and just scream. Hey! I'm in meeting. I have some authority on this ship.
For sure. Yeah, I'd just like to be positioned where I can see anybody coming. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Everybody comes from the common room area. Who do we got? Knifey and Minerva come from the common room area, and Harafin kind of parts the beaded curtain of her room and says, "What?
what?
What's the general? We want to get a general insight vibe. Should we do a group check?
Sure."
Insight on these shenanigans?
So look, I trust everyone.
I don't.
Well, I'm throwing this dice out. That's the second nat one that I've gotten.
Okay.
I have a 16.
Okay. So quickly scanning them, Harafin seems annoyed you have summoned her. Minerva seems kind of lost in thought, and Knifey seems like Knifey. Like, it's just, you never quite get a good read on Knifey in general. He's either happy or going to kill someone. That's kind of Knifey's deal.
And somewhere Hester would have a lot to say about it, but
and sometimes that Venn diagram is a circle.
Yes. Sometimes he's happy because he's just killed someone, like a warlock that he got to stab in the face 1,000,000 times.
he's for sure chaotic evil. All right, I got the 13, but I don't think that probably brings more information.
No, nothing else. Alvar kind of goes, okay, hold on. Okay, we're all here. Okay, if they've cut off, if whoever did this cut off communications, they might have damaged other parts of the ship.
Okay.
True.
There's a bunch of stuff they could have gone after.
Okay. Love this. Go ahead.
He says, I'll check the helm, but somebody's got to check the water supply, food. Someone's got to go outside the ship and make sure the landing gear, the wings or tail are okay, as long as the hull. So that's like a total. Okay. There's a total of 9 things you can check, and he said he would check. There's a total of 8 things you can check.
I don't think that anybody should go alone. I think we should at least
go in pairs.
That's probably a good idea.
All right, so each of one of us with one of the other crew.
Yeah, I think that would be.
And there are 8 people, so you can go in pairs. No one goes alone.
Right. Cool. Let's do that. Any preferences? Who goes with whom?
I want to go with Warminster because I'm most suspicious of him.
Okay,
Corey and Warminster.
You're more interested in beating him up. You've always wanted to have an excuse to beat him up and show you were tougher. Is that it? You're like, this is great. This is sure. Wait, he looked at me funny. Sorry, guys. I just had to beat him up.
We'll be the double gun crew with his pistol and me with my crossbow.
Oh, I thought you meant because you got free tickets to the gun show.
Also that.
Yeah, the gun show versus the gun show. All right. Well, let's see. We have to pair 2 NPCs together, which could be dangerous. And I think Knifey should for sure not be left alone, but I also think for sure I cannot take Knifey in a fight.
You don't think so?
I'll do it.
I'll go with Knifey.
Okay.
Orpho will go with Knifey? Okay.
Oh, man, it's kind of masturbatory, but I think Hrafin's acting weird. Well, Minerva, who knows if Minerva's acting weird? So if we put Minerva, I'm going to go with Hrafin. Andy, you feel good?
Sure.
Orpho's passive insight is 13. Just FYI.
Okay.
Oh, then something you might immediately notice. The goblin is for sure chaotic evil. Like, it is a monster person that we just let walk around unchecked. Just off the top of my head, the pilot. Sorry, that's Villyana. Villyana thinks. No, he's a great guy.
Alvar whispers. Alvar whispers to you, Orpho, and he goes, "Okay, Minerva. Okay, I can take Minerva." And he kind of checks his wand gun. Kind of spins a couple chambers. Yep.
Okay. Did we send Princess Friendship with someone, or keep Princess Friendship here?
Oh,
Friendship.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Friendship should go. Maybe Friendship should go with you, Villyana.
Yeah, or I was thinking, keep them kind of base.
Yeah, Alvar says if we don't send Friendship with Villyana, we could position them at the back of the ship, make sure nobody leaves out the cargo bay, or attempts to dump all our treasure. Just to
clearly see where your priorities lie. Got it.
It's a lot of treasure.
It's okay. We've
it
been
is?
back in time to see it. Yeah, I don't know.
We have.
But maybe we walked past it.
You did walk past it. Yes, and you would have noticed there's a statue with holding, or looks like it used to be holding a sword.
That's right. Okay. So, So okay, we'll send the big guy out back, and we'll do this.
Okay, perfect. Okay, where would everyone like to go? Alvar has said he wants to look at the helm himself, as long as there are no protestations.
Are other places?
So the other places you can look are, you can look at the water supply, food storage, the cargo hold, outside, and then outside the ship, you can look at the landing gear, which are the legs, the maneuvering wings, the maneuvering tail, or you can go to the front of the ship and and the side and get a good look at the hull. That one would probably take the longest outside, but the charming anecdote has a big enough air bubble that as long as you are careful and you don't jump or anything like that, you're not going to leave the gravity field and you'll be able to breathe out there. You're going to want to tie yourself to something though.
Otherwise you get Alvard.
Yeah. And you can also look at the weapons if you would like, but...
Okay.
Isn't Warminster sort of an expert on all that outer gunnery kind of stuff?
I was going to say, maybe we should do 2 people or 2 places to each group.
You can do that.
8 places, there's 4 groups.
Yeah. RP-wise, food and water jumps out to me. I
was going to say Villyana would be the most familiar
I agree.
with those.
I agree. I also think that whoever checks out cargo, if Friendship is going to eventually be stationed there, they're going to be part of that squad, right? Like checks out that cargo area. Is the cargo on? I mean, that has the way out to the ship too, right? To the outside.
Yes, there are other ways to get out of the ship, but that's kind of the biggest, easiest way.
Right.
Alvar maybe check that on the way, or in addition to doing the helm.
Yeah, he can check on that.
So he'll do helm and cargo.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that means that Orpho and Knifey and Corey and Warminster are all going to be outside the ship checking out stuff. Is that right? Cool. Well, we should be able to see each other as groups then too, hopefully, at least part of the time, and be able to keep tabs, buddy system, at least, you and I, in addition to who we're with. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably have Knifey take point. No pun intended, and pun intended.
Okay.
Uh,
At this point, as you all split up, I want you to directly message me what you are doing.
Okay, great.
Because you cannot see each other anymore. So what you are doing for the most part, and you can't communicate via the tubes. So what you are doing is, for the most part, in isolation with your NPC. Message me what you are going to do. And we will... I will message you back if you need to roll anything or anything like that. And we'll see what happens.
Okay, before we go out, are like out of the legs, wings, tail, and the hull, are there any of those that are kind of like clumped together and stuff? So me and Orpho could like coordinate which of our groups is going to go to.
So if you're going to do, I would say the legs and the hull group together easiest, and the wings and the tail group together easiest. Because one of them you're kind of doing the side and bottom, and then the other one you're doing the top and back. And you could easily walk.
And our weapons?
Weapons are on the front of the ship, probably the hull. Or I guess the wings. So, they're kind of in front of the wings.
Okay, so Ian Warminster will take weapons, wings, and tail then? That's the grouping.
Okay. So that means Orpho and Knifey have the legs and hull.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So everybody message me what your plan is.
Okay. This is neat, by the way. I like this.
Why is your Timothy? Why is Orpho level 5?
What level is he supposed to be?
4.
Oh, I don't know why.
Okay, no problem.
Maybe I thought we were supposed to be 5th level.
No problem. It shouldn't be a big deal for this fight.
I don't think it affects. I don't think it affects any of his checks.
No, it shouldn't. And the only thing that's probably different is extra attack. So it's no big deal. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm
just checking passive scores. Okay.
Really feels like Among Us since he like silence during Among Us.
Uh-oh. Okay. Andy, can I do an active insight?
Sure.
Fuck, natural 1.
Okay.
These goblins. So inscrutable. Inscrute.
Scroot and inscrute, yeah.
Right. The two sides of the knifey's edge. Scrute and inscrute. I'm getting ready to get killed. I'm sure it's gonna happen.
Okay. So
I'm wearing a red shirt, right?
if you would like to be.
Do we all have our red shirts on?
Okay. So, Corey, you are securely tied to the ship, walking around, and no, nothing seems wrong out here. Warminster is very focused on the weapons, and he like triple checks them. That's his deal. That's his baby. He is very focused and serious. Someone has hurt his captain and his best friend. Like, this is the most serious you have ever seen Warminster. For as goofy as he is, he's typically fairly serious, or at least he thinks he is. This is a whole nother level.
Do you ever try and make like conversation with me at all or anything while
you're doing this? Not really.
Investigating it?
No.
Okay. So it's like hyper focus.
Yeah. Storm. Not Storm. Sorry. Orpho.
Orpho. Yeah.
You check. You check. What are you? You're checking the legs in the hall. Yeah. You find where you think Alvar was thrown out of the ship. It is near where he was working. Mm-hmm. So that is a weak point now that will need to be repaired. I don't think Orpho has, because Orpho we decided was like the quartermaster and kind of strategist. So I don't think he has the tools for it. Warminster or Alvar would have the tool proficiencies for it.
Okay. Well, they're
or Minerva.
I can get in touch with them.
Yeah, you can.
Would my Smith's tools be able to do anything for it?
Your Smith's tools probably would, yeah. You'd at least be able to patch it.
Mm-hmm.
Until Alvar comes out and goes, no, this one goes here, that one goes there. Trying to get us off this rock.
Classic.
What are you doing? You're doing this now?
That's my favorite part. Is presumably Chewbacca's just kind of like, you know what, I've got time for finally. Dismantling the AC and putting it back together.
I still think, especially in Empire Strikes Back, Chewbacca is trying to kill Han Solo indirectly to get out of a life debt.
We're just get out of this life debt, man.
I love that idea.
Taking me to increasingly shitty planets.
Who's this guy now? He's got the vest on. Shit. I did swear a life debt to the vest. Okay. So you find that the legs do not look damaged.
Good.
And Knifey looks at you, Orpho, and says, "Oh, Mr. Orpho, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. When I find whoever's responsible, I'm gonna look him right in the eyes. Oh, I'm gonna knife him so bad. I'm gonna knife him right in the front. I'm gonna, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. To poor Mr.
Sounds
DeCaptain.
bad.
Poor Mr. DeCaptain.
Yeah. Do I believe him?
Give me an insight check.
Fuck, these dice today. Terrible. My insight check is a 8.
Yeah. He's an intense weirdo, but you believe him.
Right.
It's that goblin inscrutability. Me, I get
sure will. Right.
I get screwed it all the time, but he
screwed it, totally screwed it. Yeah, I will. Well, let's reconnect with someone who can actually repair these things. What do you say, Knifey?
Oh, that sounds like a good plan, Mr. Dwarfo.
After you.
Okay. Kind of waddles his way back to one of the entry hatches and heads down. Okay. Reconvening. Not reconvening. Villyana and Hroffen. Because I was about to say what Minerva and Alvar did. There's people I have listed above them. Villyana and Hroffen. Villyana and Hroffen, yeah, you inspect water and food, and you don't see anything weird. It does look like Warminster was just making himself a cup of tea. Like the teapot is still on the stove. He's actually messed up a couple things in your kitchen, Villyana.
Yeah, no, I've been away too long.
Okay. Yeah, but otherwise, otherwise everything looks secure here. Now, technically, there is a way on the outside of the ship to drain the water as well, but no one on the outside of the ship noticed there a hole or a bunch of water leaking. You all reconvene. Minerva and Alvar are kind of discussing quietly, looking around. Alvar squinting at everyone, squinting at Minerva. Screwed. And he says, well, nobody stole any gold. And the helm's okay. For now. That was...
Right.
Food and water good?
Yeah, it seemed okay to me. A few things are out of the order that I prefer them in.
Glare at Warminster. What?
You don't need to alphabetize teas. Just need to put them in order that, like, you would drink these in the morning, you would drink these in the afternoon, you would drink these at the evening.
What kind of system is that? Hroffen rolls her eyes. Alvar says, what about the outside of the ship? Gorai Warminster?
Well, we found...
Orpho Knifey?
We found a point where you were ejected from, and we determined that there's some minor repairs need to be made.
Okay. I'll go out and do that.
Everything looked fine on our end.
Okay. Alvar says, I don't want to go out alone. He looks at he says, but I don't want to go.
I'll go with you.
Okay. I don't want to go with anybody was on the ship with me. No offense, everyone. Minerva says, none taken. Warminster kind of looks a little sad. And Knifey goes, I get it. I get it a lot. Okay. So, Orpho, if you would like to accompany Alvar back outside, you can.
I would. I will stand watch over him.
Okay. He'll start to repair. If you would like to do anything else, message me it, please. But otherwise, inside the ship, what would anyone like to do?
I guess... Well, I was just going to say, just have everyone that was on the ship sit down and maybe interrogate them.
Okay.
No, we could do that. And there's a meta aspect to this and a story reason for this, but Like, for instance, we sent 2 NPCs to do something. We don't know what they did. So I wonder whether or not we shouldn't repair up and double-check the areas that we've been over.
There's another thought I have too, is that there may be another person aboard we're not aware of in addition to the crew. And did we look into
That's why I was telling people not to yell before.
Right. Well, I mean,
understand.
they would presumably know, whether we yell or not. They might be aware of.
Yeah, you hear from the vents. This is great. They just keep yelling where they are.
Exactly. But that might be.
So should we should search like unchecked real estate, like rooms. We checked essential functions. We didn't check nooks and/or crannies. Is that what you mean?
I mean,
Possibly.
but
Yeah.
couldn't somebody have done that from the helm? Alvar.
Do you think Alvar spaced himself?
No,
Bold if
I'm
true.
just saying that
No, but just see. Yeah, but I mean, someone could be invisible,
the self-report.
or they could be hiding.
Okay.
I mean, the helm isn't like true seeing, is it? It's just about looking as if you had a closed circuit TV camera in an area virtually, right? It's like, oh, I want to look at the kitchen. I see the kitchen, or I'm aware of that space. It's not like you see hidden objects or things as they would appear in that space, right? If you're in the helm.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Oh my god.
It's not like a true
if you're in
seeing
the helm.
Okay, yes. Sorry.
It's not true seeing.
It's not true seeing, no.
If something was invisible or hidden
Correct.
under an illusion, it would still...
Correct. You're still using your own senses. If you had something like a see invisibility spell, that would right. work, or you could cast True Sight on yourself. I don't think any of you have that. Or Alvar does not have any of that stuff.
No. I don't think so. But just saying. So, yeah, I mean, if we can scope, but I mean, searching the room physically is a better chance of turning up some of those other things, right?
Yeah. The other thing about, can I get insight checks from everyone, please? I'm sorry, can I get Arcana checks from everyone, please?
Boy, I don't know if that's better or worse. And not either or, right? You want Arcana checks?
Arcana, please, yeah.
Natural 20, thank you.
Okay.
24.
Okay.
Very good. I got that 13.
So as far as you... So something you know about Spelljammers is they require magical energy to run. There are other kinds of ships that require other things. Life Jammers, for instance, steal your life. There are psionic-powered Spelljammer ships. Alvar is most often the pilot of the ship. You've never seen him cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
That's just something that's occurring to you in if there is someone who is attempting to sabotage this ship or has been replaced by an imposter. You don't know that much about Alvar, and he always uses that ray gun thing he has. He's never cast a spell. He has used a magical ability once, and I don't think any of you were here for it. But he's never cast a proper spell.
Certainly not these characters.
Right, yeah. The other crew, I think, has seen him do one thing. But otherwise, he always uses his ray gun.
All right, so do we want to search rooms to see if anyone's just straight up hiding? Or do we want to double check, and we will probably have to stretch this out, not to mitigate it too bad, because I'm mostly concerned with the NPCs checked without a point of view with them. I don't know. Corey, what do you think? Because, Orpho, you're going with Alvar to monitor repairs, right?
Yep.
Okay. So what do you think we should do, Corey? Do you want to search private quarters and things that weren't essential services, or do you want to double check essential services after people?
And Corey also said you might want to interrogate people.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think that it would be a bad idea to go back and recheck after the 2 NPCs, and also checking private quarters makes sense. So I guess we can shuffle up groups and split up again.
Okay.
Because we can interrogate afterwards.
Yeah, you can always interrogate when... So what you're about to do now will basically happen while Orpho and Alvar are outside the ship. When they come back in, you can do another thing. So if you want to, for instance, double check what Alvar did, you might want to do that while he's outside the ship. That's just a for instance.
Yeah. All right, which means we should also send Minerva away if we're going to double check the helm, for instance.
Quick, smell this rag.
Do we want to go in 2 groups of 3 then?
Okay, we can do that.
You go with, you want to go with, Efren again, and who else?
Let's see, we got Minerva, Knifey, Warminster, and Hroffen. And the 2 of us. Do we want to split up to have eyes on 2 people?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll take... Well, what? All right. Who do you want? And do you want to search quarters, or do you want to double check?
You know
NPCs?
more about magical spell jamming junk than I do, so I would default to having you check that. So I can check the private quarters.
Okay.
And Warminster would probably know the most about that also. It might be good for you to take Warminster, since he's operated the helm before, hasn't he?
He has. He is a pilot in a pinch.
PIP.
And Knifey would probably know the most about the quarters because he cleans them and stuff all the time. So I can take Knifey.
Okay. Well, and Minerva knows all the navigation and stuff, right? So I'll take her with the helm. So you take Knifey and Hroffen?
Sure.
Okay. All right, and so you're going to take Knifey and Hroffen and search private quarters, the med bay, areas that we didn't search the first time. And I'm going to double check the work of Alvar and Minerva. Oh, should I take Minerva? It's fine. I don't suspect Minerva. that might prove all our downfalls. We're trusting the sweet bean.
Did I not just tell you how I win Among Us?
Oh no, Minerva Scroot.
Okay. Message me what you are doing, please.
I keep muting because it's such an Among Us thing to do, but I'm going to mute.
So, should I insight that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. No, that's all right. I think that is... Yeah, 16?
You think he is not telling the truth.
Uh-huh, okay. I will send this then.
Let's see.
Does that do you want a fresh check?
Yeah.
In response to that,
Yeah.
Andy. Okay, that's a 13. Do I believe him?
With a 13, you do believe him.
Okay.
Andrew, with advantage or no?
No.
Okay.
This is so gripping for people to watch.
Sorry, everyone, but at the same time,
no, it's
the
funny.
tension.
Cool.
No, this is rad as shit. By the way, I do like it. But yeah, sorry. I hope this is thrilling. That's a 16, by the way. I will take my answer off the air.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Like a real Among Us stream.
Shit.
I'm talking to my Twitch, chat. Just kind of like, well, the strategy here is. I always say it's going into electrical. There's only the one way out. You know what I mean?
Okay. Hold on just a second. Sorry.
I was gonna try and draw us as little Among Us characters, but my Apple Pencil keeps dying because my charger thing for it is broke. So I only got as far as drawing this for Cora.
Aw.
Perfect. Perfect.
Oh, I missed it. Can you put it back up? Sorry.
Yeah.
Amazing. Very good.
I'll have to finish them later. I can get a replacement part for the little charger dongle.
I should have gotten music I could play over this part. I just got a bunch of royalty-free music, too. I didn't have a chance to look through any of it, but...
Need the spooky space music.
Yeah. I'll sing The Girl from Ipanema. That'll be good.
That has to be royalty-free by now, doesn't
it? Probably.
Yeah, girl from Ipanema. We could make her from Sao Paulo instead, just to stay in Brazil, but make it intellectually distinct. The girl from Sao Paulo walking.
God, my rolls have been shit. Yeah, my 6 probably isn't going to contradict that statement.
You believe him.
Yeah. Okay. Just basic. Does he seem comfortable about this discussion?
No,
Is he being
not at
frank
all.
with me? Not at all comfortable. Okay.
Sorry, Andrew. Perception, performance, or persuasion. There's 3 that could be abbreviated that way.
Oh, sorry. Perception.
Excellent.
But let's see that performance check, Marty. What would it be?
Well, Villyana probably has a high charisma with.
Oh shit! Yeah, I can perform. I got karaoke.
She should have her own Underdark.
Yeah, shoot. Now we need a. Where's Tristan Falcone with my Underdark playlist? Right, yes, I will perform some Billie Eilish and some Cardi B Holder. God, such a good
that list was so good.
Amazing. And I just came across it randomly on Twitter. Actually, no, Twitter's very strange with its with what it does and doesn't alert you to. Like, it's just kind of like randomly like, this person tweeted. I'm like, okay, I didn't copy me. It's not about a subject. Like, I don't follow anything other than people, so. And it was just randomly like, Tristan Falcone just tweeted. I'm like, she does that, or they do that multiple times a day. Why this one? Thank you, but why this one?
Okay. Okay. One last thing, and then we'll reconvene. Sorry, I was picturing this. If I ran this in person, I would just pull people out of the room. But now I'm also picturing everyone just at their own laptop, like glaring at each other in person, like.
That kind of works.
Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty easy to do, probably. But yeah, like when you posted that this was the title, I wasn't sure if you were just meme lording or what, but this is really rad. And again, apologies to those of you looking at home or just kind of like, wow.
Great.
Well, it also
10 minutes of silence.
Because these characters, we haven't seen these guys in so long.
Yeah,
just game-wise. So they're really like coming in cold. to the situation where it's like, what the F is going on, you know?
Yeah, because I think even the last time we got a message, it was pre Wrath or
we're
whatever.
Doing
right?
this right, yeah. Before we were making our move on the lair, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, everyone pulls back into the hold area. I have messaged you all what happened in your area. So, so what what happens now?
Okay. Well, I'll go. Yeah, the helm and the helm checked out. Mormonster and Minerva can speak to it, but it seems fine.
Yeah, the private quarters and the med bay seemed to be in order. There wasn't anybody that wasn't supposed to be there.
Okay.
The repairs seem to have gone on fine. Nothing untoward happened while we were out without.
Fine.
Can I get insight checks from Villyana and Corey?
Oh, it's my highest one today.
Ace is really liking that number.
14.
Okay.
18.
After Orpho says that Alvar seems relieved about something.
Just like relieved that he made it back alive, or like
relieved at something Orpho said in particular.
Shoot, I was paying attention. I still want to be like, now we'll replay it because now I'm worried there was some very subtle nuance I missed. But okay.
Did you guys talk about anything out there?
Some bonding. Okay.
We spoke about the ship, about the helm. So something similar and dissimilar to the place that I was raised in. So I'm curious about it.
Yeah, we just everything was good. The repair went well, and we just talked about a couple features of the ship. What'd you all find? The helm? Or he doesn't know about the helm. Would you all find any intruders?
No, not that. I mean, we kind of just did a quick check, so didn't really see anything though.
Was there any chance anything got by you, like, right? Or you guys went systematically down the hall, or what?
Yeah, I mean, we went pretty systematically down the hall.
Okay.
Didn't hear anything, didn't see anything, so.
Well, we kind of double-checked the helm, which Warminster seemed a little put out about, but it checked out. Should we repair comms? Like, I don't know.
Warminster says maybe the intruder left the should we leave the area?
I mean, like, we're waiting for the away crew, I guess, right? I mean,
yeah, the away team may have resources that we do not to investigate more in depth.
When's the last anybody heard from them?
Warminster says, well, we dropped them off yesterday.
Oh, God.
Hopefully they're back soon.
Do we have a way to get in touch with them?
Oh, Warminster says, oh, yes. Yeah, pulls out his sending stone. Little Crumpet. This is large and in charge. Little Crumpet, do you copy?
Now, have we rewound time, or are we currently on another plane?
No, this would be the morning after your long rest in the shitty barn.
Okay. Yes, dear. We truly wish I was back up there enjoying some tea. This is a really shitty place. No, we have a bit more cleanup with the Raven Queen down here, I'm afraid. So continue to hold, please.
Okay, we have a situation, but we're dealing with it.
Okay, I trust you can handle it. You have enough people up there.
That's part of the problem.
I don't get the inference.
You're just kind of glaring at everyone. Well, you're very British. It's very Agatha Christie up here all of a sudden.
Oh, okay. Understood. It's a real 12 little Indians on the Orient Express situation.
Yes.
Have you interviewed the Dowress yet?
Probably did it for money or love. Or there's only 3 motives in these books.
Revenge.
So yeah, someone was slighted 50 years ago.
I feel it's in good hands. You're doing everything I would.
Yeah, kind of looks after a murder on the Orient Express reference, though. Glares at everyone like, maybe you all stabbed Johnny Depp.
That's right.
Everyone has a motive. Everyone.
Who has the mustache, though?
I'll check out.
God, that must. My favorite thing was when they had the shot of him in his room and he had the mustache protector.
Oh, man, brilliant. Is that movie gonna get HBO Max? Is that? I don't know if that's part of that deal. I hope so. I'm looking forward to the sequel.
It will. Oh yeah, Gal Gadot as well.
Okay, so and we're here for another however long anyway. We're in the holding pattern. Do we start repairs? Do we go back to life as normal? Like what?
Can we repair? I mean, we've just done.
What is normal?
Right. Great question. Nothing is.
Warminster, just now noticing that the comms are broken, says, "The comms are broken."
Oh my goodness!
We told you that when we first saw you.
I don't remember that.
Before.
He says, And now he's getting like, I have a mind like a steel trap. You don't think that's true?
For sure not.
You've been here a while. It's like a steel grate.
To be fair,
maybe.
There is a British unit of time between when you put the kettle on and you make the tea, where time does not exist. So it's possible he was in that kind of twilight. That twilight brink. Okay. Well, should I start making
They need our help.
dinner? Or do we want to start? Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm confused. So far, everything seems to have gone pretty chill.
To what do we attribute this strange accident that the captain suffered?
Okay. Maybe I tripped, hit my head, and somehow ejected myself out of the... No, that doesn't explain the comms. Or how I would do any of that.
Wow, that's plausible in any way.
I'm not...
Considering you were like right there near no exit. Okay.
Well, if we're gonna split up again, I would suggest it be to repair the comms, because then we can at least return to some sort of a normalcy.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want
without like everybody just huddling here in the common room?
Yeah.
Until the big guns get back.
Okay. Do we want to mix up the pairs again?
I think so.
Okay. So I've gone with Knifey, and I've gone with the captain.
I have not gone with Knifey or the captain.
Right.
I haven't gone with Minerva.
Okay.
Or the captain. But let's think about who can actually make these repairs also.
Yeah.
Warminster and
you've got smith tools and stuff, right?
Warminster, the captain, and Corey can make the repairs. Warminster and the captain will be better at it than you, Corey. No offense. They have more experience doing this thing. But you will certainly be able to temporarily... Well, actually, you know what? This isn't too complicated to repair. This isn't hull work. You're just reforging metal tubes, basically. So you could definitely do this.
So do we want to do 3 groups and then maybe have a 4th group just stay back here in the common area then?
Yeah, Alvar says someone should probably guard the helm.
Okay.
That's the most important thing. Everything else, well, other things are important. But if we can limp to a planet and get some repairs, the helm's the most important thing.
Okay, so Orpho... no, because it's me, Warminster, and Alvar that can make repairs.
Why don't I go to the helm with... Why don't I go to the helm with Minerva? Okay, Minerva... Is Minerva a caster?
No. She is... She has some intrinsic spells, but yeah, she's just a navigator. Yeah,
Minerva's the only NPC that I haven't been with that isn't going to be making repairs in a different... Because there's like multiple points of repair that need to be done, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
And since we're back in a common area, I can probably freely report Warminster. I'm a little unconvinced either way on. Minerva, I do not have any lingering suspicions about. I don't know how else to say that. So, in the great Myrtle on the Nile Express here, I don't have any lingering suspicions about Minerva. So if you wanted to take Minerva, Corey,
okay.
I think she could safely watch your back, or you wouldn't be in danger while your back was turned.
While doing, okay.
And Orpho, who have you not been with yet? You have not been with Warminster, or
Minerva.
Or Minerva. Oh, okay.
Have you been with Heffron?
No, actually, I was with Warminster before.
Okay.
Right?
See, I have
just the captain. Just the captain.
Okay.
Just the captain. So yeah,
I've been with the captain and Knifey.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, it was Knifey. I know there's 2. So I could go with Warminster or with Heffron.
You and Heffron could stay here, guard the helm if you wanted to guard the helm, and then
right, and then they're a caster, so they could fly it if need be.
Right. Okay.
I have Misty Step in Heron, could I use that to fly, or does that not work?
No, you need to have spell slots. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Now,
So I'll chill with
if Orpho could fly a different kind of Spelljammer ship called a Mind Jammer, but he can't fly a Spelljammer.
Right.
And you could all fly Life Jammers. Cool. I don't recommend it. They will kill you.
Yeah.
That's what Nyogi use.
Yuck.
And they're not sitting in them.
All right.
So then Villyana is...
Yeah.
So Villyana, do you want to go with either Warminster or Alvar, and then Knifey can go with the other one? Well, I guess it would make... Because if we paired up Warminster and Knifey, that'd be two NPCs that we don't know about.
Right.
Alvar is an NPC that we aren't super suspicious of unless he threw himself out the hall.
Well, that's true.
End, you know.
It's a great way to throw people off your chair, though. Vote for yourself. You know what I mean? I'm way screwed. I think I should get off this boat. All right, so, that's a good point. Maybe we trust Alvar on his own, but with
go with Knifey.
Okay. All right, yeah, I'll go with Warminster. That's cool. We're both we got kitchen stuff we can talk about.
Arranging of teas.
I did it the right way. Okay, so Villyana with Warminster. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Knifey with Alvar. Corey, who are you going with? Minerva?
Minerva, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm guarding the helm with
Raven. Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Right, and that's 8. Okay, right.
Yep.
The previous round was what
right, because the numbers around. Okay. Everybody, one more time, message me what you are doing, please. And slowly, as this round progresses, comms will be turned back on, so we can start to talk about what you are all doing.
Cool.
Oh no, that's not right.
$18. I'm just going to say numbers out loud to keep things mysterious.
An 18 on what? An 18 on what?
42. Am I doing it?
Okay. Orpho, you turn to position yourself. And with your 18 perception check, you had your eyes on Hroffin a minute ago. Like, not even a minute, a second. And you have been replaced by an imposter. As everyone on the crew has now been replaced by an imposter.
Oh, no.
Imposters win.
Imposters win. NPCs and all.
Wow. Was I the last one to fall?
You were the last one to fall. I can give you an order if you would like, but you were the last person to fall.
So
Was Billy the first?
Was it?
My inside person was, of course, Villyana and Knifey. And then they got Hroffin. Then they got Cece. And then they got everybody else. In the last round, they got everybody else.
It was a sweep.
So who was the first one?
Villyana and Knifey.
Villyana was
yes.
And who got you?
Villyana. So there was a Villyana was turned on the last planet. When she entered the ship, she was an imposter was created. And Knifey was when he was alone in his room here. There was a clue that Knifey was suspect. He said he was going to knife someone, not stab them.
I was going to call you out on that.
Nope.
But you said that, and I didn't.
The imposters have one weakness. They don't necessarily understand all nuance in language. So if someone says something particularly, like if you had an accent or like you said use, stuff like that, they wouldn't understand. They would say just you. And it's not necessarily noticeable for most people unless you say very specific things that you are known for, like Knifey.
I never called on Starshine Friendship, my unicorn matron, and called Princess Friendship the big guy. I was giving very
didn't even notice that.
Very, very little, but I was acting different. But not in accent
Did
or
you know
general.
the whole time?
Oh, I've been here the whole time.
The whole time, yeah.
Oh.
So where are the originals?
So the originals are on a spaceship that is invisible about a mile away. The imposters teleport you there because they need you to remain alive. They will now wait until the main crew comes back, and then we're going to have a fight where you're all the main crew, and I get to be all of the NPCs and your interns. I'm going to home alone the shit out of this ship. That'll be an episode.
This is going to be
when we come back
crazy
in the new year.
Shit, we're fucked. And that's after having faced this Valor.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
And
so we might not even come
make
back.
sure to rest.
We have been in communication the last time everyone was innocent, by the way. So it's smooth sailing as far as I'm concerned. It sounds great back there. I don't know, some kind of situation. I'm sure they can handle it.
And the originals are just in a jar, like it's suspended animation.
Yeah, so they are all fine. Once you can get to them, there will be no permanent harm to them than
there's no option for them to get out. They're just
not unless something happens to them on that ship, which I can make some rolls for, but it is unlikely.
Baldur's Gate 3 it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's classic, you wake up naked with no shit, in a jar.
No, and other than and if I can praise Andrew here, other than in general, but the reason they keep you alive isn't just to keep it so that our NPC or our PCs didn't just get killed, but it's so that they can constantly be reading their mind if they need. If someone's like, "Hey, where were you yesterday?" They can be like, "I was in cooking yesterday," obviously. And
the other, if they had been losing, their other move would be push an NPC or a PC back into the ship, the real one, and now this person is immediately very suspicious because what do you mean you don't know what you were doing 5 minutes ago? And they feed off of fear and dissent. They're mutated intellect devourers. Okay. So, if anybody has any more questions, we can talk about that. But back on the main planet, back on Morath, and then we're going to wrap it up. We're only going to do one little thing, and then we're going to wrap it up. Back on Morath, or back in the Shadowfell, you all take your trip. Note that Marley has spent that level 5 spell slot. Storm, would you like to cast Legend Lore, or would you rather save the slot because you're about to fight a Balor? Or some kind of half Balor. Half lore.
Half ball. Or, well, do I feel like the Legend Lore is going to help us with this fight?
Maybe not, because the Legend Lore was going to be about the weapon, and you don't know the demon's real name.
But the Legend Lore might tell me the demon's real name. Possibly, if it's related. Yeah, I'll use the slot. I think it's worth it. I'm learning. I'm a lore bard. I should invest in lore.
That's right.
I don't have wisdom.
That is true.
I should take advantage of the magic.
So Fracture is a legendary rapier. Gives you a +2 bonus to attack and hits. If you're hit with the weapon and you fail a DC 16 con save, one of your bones are broken. There's you roll a D8. 1 to 2 is a level
DC 16?
DC 16.
Man, that was tough to match, too. We did it.
And you did it, yeah. If you roll a 1 to 2 on your D8, you get a level of exhaustion. 3 to 4, one of your legs is broken and your speed is halved. A 5 was your non-dominant arm, and it was distracting, so you would take a penalty to attacks. You would take a penalty to everything, basically. A 5 was your dominant arm. You would take a penalty to attacks, a greater penalty to attacks. A 7 was a rib, which are no good, as Marty can tell you, because the rules are straight from the DMG, and you can't do anything.
Yeah.
And an 8 was your spine, and you would have been paralyzed.
Oh, man.
Holy shit. That is not good.
Yes. So let's see. You could heal it with things like Greater Restoration. Whenever a creature is reduced to 0 hit points, the sword raises the creature as an undead and enslaves its soul to Orcus. Let's see.
Your brother's into some bad stuff.
Yeah.
The sword has a trait called Artifact Hunter. When you hold the weapon, you are aware of the presence of artifacts within 60 feet of you. The sword compels you to collect these artifacts, especially those tied to its greatest enemy, the Raven Queen.
Well, now it's just in a room full of them.
Yep. And Fracture is a sentient, chaotic, evil weapon with an intelligence of 20, a wisdom of 16, and a charisma of 22.
Ooh.
The weapon can speak, read, and understand Common and Abyssal, and it contains the soul of a Balor who serves Orcus, serves Orcus. The fearsome general has a powerful will, and anyone wielding this sliver of a sword will surely fall sooner or later. Fracture speaks with a commanding tone as though ordering a legion of troops. Fracture fervently wishes to please Orcus. If it does so by attempting to erode the Raven Queen's power in any way it can, subverting holy sites or followers, or stealing artifacts is the best way to do this. Fracture only contains a part of this Balor's essence. The other part is trapped in the Shadow Pyramid. It doesn't tell you specifically its name, but it does tell you some information about the Balor that you might be able to use to manipulate it.
Okay.
Especially since it might want to really convert Marley to its cause.
Try and bluff that. All right, so I share all that information with the
Spam
team.
your Marley emotes in chat.
I share all the lore with the team to. That's an interesting idea. Like maybe offering the notion of you, Marley, as a prize. All of us really are, actors. You were the principal quest receiver, but we were your companions in that quest. So we all sort of have sponsorship of the Raven Queen. So perhaps any one of us could be attractive bait for this Valor Remnant if it is trying to corrupt things or acquire things, if it perceives us as something to collect that belong to her.
I think it would probably believe me more than anyone. It's pawn of hers or whatever.
Right. Well, thoughts, feelings?
Good question. If someone messed with any of my sisters, of which I have a plurality, I would be rather put out and move hell and earth. If we think there's value to subterfuge, we can undergo subterfuge. If you would like to storm in there and demand this battle present itself for a thrashing, then I am with you 100%. I feel like I have already accidentally bullied you into being positively ravaged by a family reunion, just for a comfier bed to sleep on, and I apologize profusely. We will do whatever you want this time.
Well, no, I mean, it didn't turn out great, but
I think I had a hallmark version of how that was going to go.
Oh, you didn't picture Storm getting feeble-minded?
I did know. I did know.
The advantage was that I have no excuse for my urinating on everything when I left. I mean, no jury would convict me, right? I was reduced to less than cat intelligence.
You are blessed with not remembering it, whereas Marley and I are blessed with having to pull you off of any end of planters on our way out.
Oh, I remember everything.
Well, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I have the same intentions and disposition. It's just reduced to very base expressions. That's all. I mean,
I am sorry about that, Storm.
Oh well, I'm sorry that your mother can't take ideas and can't just sort of deal. She had to lash out that way, and I mean, if she's willing to be that entitled with a stranger, I shudder to the thought of what her attitude must be towards you and your brother and your father, who seemed very kind, might I say. I'm sorry if I made things worse for you, but I'm sorry. No one deserves to be spoken to that way. Certainly not by their parent. So,
if it helps, I don't think that anyone could make it any worse for me. In regards to her,
it makes me feel
I
sad.
am sorry. I am sorry that she did that to you, and I am sorry that I didn't do anything to stand up for her doing that to you.
Oh, it's all right. I can take care of myself, except when I can't. So I gave it my best shot. Just she's got some chops, and I really wasn't expecting it. Your mother's got a lot of positive qualities. I just think that she could stand to take a good look in the mirror. She's very beautiful, very talented, obviously, but that doesn't seem to be enough for her, which is sad.
Really doesn't channel it right.
That music was amazing. I mean, if she focuses on her music, writes some cruel pieces as opposed to just taking it out on others, she might feel better about herself.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. Marley, because you experienced this your entire life, she ultimately thinks she is helping you. Because she thinks you have otherwise set your life up for total failure if you don't do the things that she basically tells you to do. So if you were doing things that she is not kind of seen fit to do, you did one thing for the Raven Queen. Wait, by your age, I had done 10 things. For, like, she devoted her entire life to the Raven Queen. Marley didn't do that. And Marley's also doing perfectly fine. It's a very cult mentality of, yeah, I'm treating you poorly because I'm trying to save your soul, and you are taking active steps to damn it.
Yeah, it's only through suffering growth and that kind of toxic mentality.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm not trying to justify that. I'm trying to say that is just her point of view.
I can tell you at home that tracks with Andy in person for sure. He is a real cruel man. He is a Jim Harbaugh, whereas we should all be John Harbaughs. Oh. Great reference by me. 4 people got it.
Demandy. I hear he is called.
Yeah, he is demandy. He is very, boy, it's his way or whatever you guys want. It's probably pretty fluid.
That's probably fine. Probably better than my idea anyway.
Yeah. It's only my birthday, anniversary, and wedding day. Yeah, it's my bachelor party. You guys can keep me up until 5 a.m. just prattling on. I'll watch you drink. It's fine.
You had to run out of beer at some point. Okay. Sorry. Would anyone like to say anything else before we wrap it up?
Oh, other than I am terribly sorry. And, no, yes, yes, I underestimated family in the negative impressions. I was thinking more it was going to be a my mother and I reunion, which I think you must have already had with your father, instead of my eldest sister and I reunion, which is I can never do anything right and I can't hear the end of it, and I apologize. But we're going to go kill a Balor in the name of your goddess, and surely that must please her on some level, or at the very least, buy you more favor with this goddess of yours, which will eventually pay dividends, I'm sure, in that relationship.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I appreciate what you're saying, but Marley, just do for you. You don't need to do anything for your mom. She's got to work out her own crap, and nothing. You don't need to do anything to prove anything to her. You're great on your own. Trust me. If you want to set goals for yourself and better yourself, I support you 100%. But don't do it because you think you owe anything to her. Please. My sermon's done. Inspiration for you.
Okay.
That I've got the both of you with me, and I feel like that's the right thing to be doing. So, as long as I'm here with you guys, then I think I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, you're gonna get the Tabaxi hug then. That's gonna happen. He's gonna come in, give you the big Tabaxi hug. You know when your cat hugs you and it's like got its arms on you? It's like that.
Oh.
Doing that thing. Yeah, exactly. I'll include Lily in it too if Lily's down, but
yes, I shall bustle up.
Sure. I can hoist you up, do the one arm like when you hold a baby on your hip kind of thing.
Okay, I'm an adult. Maybe. But yes, no, this is
whatever. Just so we're all on the same plane.
Yeah, no, that's this is
offense.
Temporarily good. This is fine.
Right? I mean, it's affection. It's all good.
I take it in the spirit in which it is given. Thank you very much.
Sure.
If I could be put back down promptly, that would be fine too. That would be
Sure. We'll just hold the squeeze just a little bit, and then put you down. Yep. Good. I'll
straighten
look away
all of my
while you adjust. Exactly.
everything
Discreetly. Check. Okay, she's ready. We can resume eye contact. That's fine. Great. Yeah. To the pyramid.
to the abyssal plane.
Oh wait. Okay, so back through the shadow crossing, and you are once again under the shadow pyramid, and we will pick up there in the year 2021 with episode 37, Fractured Souls.
Where Hester will have turned you both into imposters.
Yep.
Gotcha again. Boom. Twice in one episode. We're all imposters now.
Okay. Outros and plugs. Timothy.
Hi. Wow. What an episode. I'm really full of left trepidation for what happens when we rejoin our crew. But we've got and I've like a Balor to look forward to. Is like somehow seems less intimidating in my mind. Like, oh, but after that, like, somehow losing sovereignty of self is more terrifying than any demon. Although demons are about possession too, I guess. Thank you, Andy, for a very entertaining gear shift. Nice mixing it up. We did address the perhaps questionable watchability of this potentially, but I hope everybody dug it. I did. I think we all did.
I have an idea for that for rewatchability.
Oh, cool. Interested to hear. Wear masks, love yourselves, love each other, show love by exercising restraint. We're almost there, kids. We just gotta tighten the belt, keep the faith, do what we can, look out for each other. That's what I get to say so far.
Perfect. Cece.
Hi, I'm Cece, aka Soup, aka Soupska, or am I?
Soup,
Scroot.
Toad Scroot.
I would like to plug this game and another great year of playing with all my friends. This was a lot of fun, Andy. Really great job.
I'm glad you liked it. Thank you. And Marty.
I don't want to put too many things more on tape that might age badly, but we're not quite out of the storm yet. But we're it's like 0 for 45 on coups right now. So I think it was 9-0 in a supremely weighted Supreme Court to absolutely Heisman this Joker. So let's hope that holds and this doesn't age poorly in the new year. So yeah, let's talk about what a great year of Laughing Dragon. And this was, I don't think it's ever been better. And you should agree and like or subscribe or click a bell. We've got plenty of backlog. You're in quarantine through the holidays. You're missing family or whatever. Come make some new friends or what have you. Over here with us. Subscribe to us on the YouTubes. Follow us on the tweet stores. Twitch, you probably have an Amazon Twitch subscription. You just have to do it every month, which is a bit of a pain, but it's CC, that's what you do, right? It's just pretty much just being like, do it again, right? Like it's not that difficult.
You just have to do it on desktop, and you just go down to the Twitch Primes, and you say, I want to do it again.
Never been easier. So join us. It's a perfect jumping on point. You two can enjoy an hour and 40 minutes of silence. But no, and thank you so much for being here with us, and by that I mean, of course, all my friends. We've got more to do yet this year, but as the last SC, I have had an absolute ball with you guys, and thank you so much for being my friends.
I once again, as always, echo everything my wonderful players have said. This has been a great year of LDI, a great year for Star Chasers. If you like this, please tell a friend about it, maybe. We've got so many great shows. Try a new one if you only watch this one, or you've only watched Stars Without Number or something. Next week will be the last week of the year for LDI, but we will return stronger than ever in 2021. Monday is Star Wars, Galaxy and Revolt. And Wednesday is Task Force Unlikely, and everyone's favorite Arcana-Loth is back. So it's so gonna excited. Be great. That's it.
So excited.
Yeah. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.